Greetings students, welcome to my class again. Student, in the previous class we completed up to that Madame Lois Lane now knew the horrible life of necessity. She did her part, however completely, heroically. It was necessary to pay this frightful debt. She would pay if they went away the maid, they sent away the maid, they changed their lodgings, they rented some rooms in attic. We have read up to here, and up to here we came to know that Matilda lost her necklace which she borrowed from her rich friend Madame Forestier, and when they came to know that they have lost it, they tried everywhere. They took some time also, and they complained in the police station, went into the cab offices, gave the advertisement in the newspaper, but nothing happened. They could not find it, and after 1 week they found that same necklace in a jewelry shop which was very costly, 40,000 francs. Finally they, after arranging the money, 18,000 was Mr. Loisel was having 18,000 which was given to him by his father, and rest of the money he borrowed by making big promises and taking the money from the usurers and all the money lenders. So they arranged it, they went it there in the shop से वो ले भी लिया उन्होंने, and at the price of 36,000 francs, which was very huge for them. And then she went to return it to Madame Forestier. She returned the necklace and came back. Now she came to know the real miseries or struggle to save and repay the money. It was a very heavy amount for them to repay, but Matilda did her part totally heroically. They sent away the maid. She started doing all the household work, नौकरानी को हटा दिया. They changed their lodgings, घर भी बदल दिया, किराए पे रहने लगे. Now up to here we have read, my dear students. Now we will continue the further explanation of the chapter in today's class. I hope you all have your books open with you, and please be attentive. She learned the odious work of a kitchen. She washed the dishes. She was the wife of a petty clerk. Still they had the maid. She did not used to work in the kitchen, but because she found it very dirty. Odious means घिनौना समझती थी, छोटा काम समझती थी, insulting समझती थी. And because we so far we have read that Matilda was kind of a girl who thought that she was born for all the delicacies and all the luxuries of the world. She used to always think about the costly dresses, frocks, jewelries and all these things. So she learned that odious work of a kitchen. She washed the dishes, she washed the soiled linen, and their clothes and dish clothes which she hang on the line to dry. She took down the refuse to the street each morning and brought up the water, stopping at each landing to catch her breath. And clothed like a woman of the people, she went to the grocers, the butchers and the fruiters with her basket on her arm, shopping, haggling to the last so of her miserable money. What this loss of necklace brought, what change it brought in their life. The girl Matilda, who was very pretty, who used to think about that she was born to rule, she was born to have all the luxuries. She was very happy that she was very beautiful, but she was not happy with her life. Still they had the maid. She never used to do household work, but because she realized now they have to pay this loan, which was a very फ्राइटफुल अमाउंट, डरावना अमाउंट था उनके लिए, पे करना ही था, रीपे देना ही था. तो शी लर्न द हाउस होल्ड वर्क, शी लर्न द ओडियस वर्क ऑफ किचन, मीन्स किचन. शी वॉश द डिशेस, बर्तन धोने लगी, कपड़ों को प्रेस करने लगी, धोने लगी. देयर क्लोथ्स, प्लेट के ऊपर ढकने वाले कपड़े भी खुद धोने लगी, है ना. और शी हैंग अप ऑन द लाइन टू ड्राई, उनको सुखाने के लिए खुद ही डालने लगी. शी टुक डाउन द रिफ्यूज टू द स्ट्रीट एंड ईच मॉर्निंग एंड ब्रॉट अप द वाटर, कूड़ा फेंकने भी खुद ही जाती थी, पानी लेने भी खुद ही जाती थी, हर स्टेप पर रुक कर सांस फूलती थी तो रुक जाती थी, है ना. और वह सिंपल एंड क्लोथेड लाइक अ वुमन ऑफ द पीपल, कॉमन पीपल जो ड्रेस पहन के बाहर जाते हैं वो बाहर जाने लगी थी. शी नेवर यूज्ड टू गो आउट ऑफ द हाउस बट नाउ शी यूज्ड टू गो टू थ्रो द गार्बेज, टू fill the water, and she used to take the water and go on the first floor, maybe second floor, so she has to take the stairs. On every step her breath, she used to find herself out of breath, so she used to stop and calm down her breath, and then she used to go upside. She used to do all the works, and she used to go to the she used to wear the normal clothes, and she used to go to the grocers, butchers, किराने की दुकान में, मांस की दुकान में, सब्जी वालों की दुकान में टोकरी लिए जाने लगी. Shopping, hanging to the last so of her miserable money, and she used to do the bargaining. She started doing bargaining for every single penny, because she was saving it all the money to repay all the debt. The husband, and this was her part. Now what was the husband doing to repay the money? What the husband worked evenings putting the books of some merchants in order, and nights he often did copying at 5 so a page. And this life lasted for 10 years. At the end of 10 years they had restored all. The husband, what was Mr. Loisel doing? Her husband, he was working in the evening, putting the books of some merchants in the order. किसी मर्चेंट के यहाँ उसने काम करना शुरू कर दिया, उनके बुक को अरेंज करता था. एंड इन दैट नाइट्स ही कॉपिंग एट 5 sources a page, 5 सिक्के 5 पैसे प्रति पृष्ठ की दर से नकल करने का काम भी वो करने लगा. एंड दिस लाइफ लास्टेड फॉर 10 years. दिस लाइफ लास्टेड मीन्स ये टाइम जो उनका था 1 या 2 साल का नहीं था, इट लास्टेड फॉर 10 years. At the end of 10 years they had restored all. Restored means they have debt which they have taken, they repaid it. At the end of the 10th year they repaid it. सारा का सारा पैसा उधार जो था उन्होंने चुका दिया. Madam Loiseley seemed old now. अब वो बूढ़ी दिखती थी. She had become a strong, hard woman, the crude woman of the poor household. तो अब वो एक बहुत मजबूत कठोर महिला सी बन गई थी. एंड क्रूड वुमेन ऑफ द पुअर हाउस होल्ड, किसी पुअर हाउस होल्ड जो गरीब परिवार की एक फूहड़ बोलते हैं जिसको हम, ठीक है. हर हेयर बैडली ड्रेस्ड, हेयर उसके कब बहुत ही बेकार तरीके से ड्रेस्ड होते थे. हर स्कर्ट्स और ही बेकार सी, सिलवटें प्रेस नहीं है, आयरन नहीं हैं. हर हैंड्स रेड. शी स्पोक इन अ लाउड tone and washed the floors with large pails of water. When her husband was at the office, she would sit herself before the window and think of that evening party of former times, of that ball where she was so beautiful and so flattered. So the life was totally changed of Matilda. She was looking old now, and she had become a strong hard woman. सख्त हाथ हो गए थे, हाथ लाल हो गए थे. The dress she used to wear, that used to not wear. She used to wear the dress which was not iron, full of सिलवटें होती थी, and बाल बिखरे होते थे. And she used to she started talking in a loud tone, and She used to wash the floors with large pails of water. पानी की बड़ी बड़ी बाल्टियाँ भरती थी, उनसे फर्श साफ करती थी. And when her husband used to be in the office, she used to sit in front of the mirror and think about the same evening where she was looking the most prettiest woman in that party. Everybody was noticing her. She used to think about that, and all the people were praising her. She used to think about that evening. How would it have been if she had not lost the necklace? Who knows? How singular is life, and how full of changes. How small a thing will ruin or save one. So she used to think that how would it have been, क्या होता अगर उसने वो हार खोया नहीं होता. Life, who knows, किसी को क्या पता है. Life would have been so different, you know. How singular is life, कितनी छोटी सी चीज़ है जीवन. Means he saying that life is so unpredictable, and it's full of changes, because there is a saying that man proposes and God disposes. हम सोचते कुछ है, होता कुछ है, हम चाहते कुछ है, भगवान करता कुछ है. So she is also thinking about that how unpredictable life is, full of changes. A small thing can ruin your life or save one's life. On Sunday, as she was taking a walk in the Champs Elysees to rid herself, Champs Elysees में वो herself of the cares of the week, means she used to go and थकान मिटाने के लिए वो घूम रही थी एक पार्क में. You can say she suddenly perceived a woman walking with a child. उसे एक she saw a woman, suddenly उसे एक औरत दिखती है जो अपने बच्चे के साथ घूम रही है. It was Madame Forestier, still young, still pretty, still attractive. When she saw, when she was, taking a walk in that Champs Elysees Park, or where she used to go to get rid of the whole week's tiredness, she suddenly saw a woman with her child, and she was Madame Forestier. She was still looking pretty, still attractive, still young, still pretty, and still attractive. Madame Loisel was affected. Should she speak to her? Yes, certainly. And now that she had paid, she would tell her all. Why not? So when she saw that Madame Forestier is still looking young, pretty, attractive, she was affected. उसे बहुत बुरा लगा, उसे बहुत फ़र्क पड़ा इस चीज़ से. Should she speak to her? क्या उसे उससे बात करनी चाहिए? Yes, certainly. Yes, बिल्कुल करनी चाहिए. And now that she had paid, जितना उसने उसका नेकलेस वापस कर दिया था और सारा का सारा रेंट भी चुका दिया, डेप्ट चुका दिया है, तो she would tell her all. वो उसे बताएगी. Why not? क्यों नहीं, उसे ज़रूर बताना चाहिए. She approached her. Good morning, Jean. उसके पास गए, उसको बोला good morning, Jean. Her friend did not recognize her and was astonished to be so familiarly addressed by this common personage. She stammered, "But madam, I don't know. You must be mistaken." When she approached good morning, Jean, her friend, Madame Forestier, she did not recognize her because Matilda was changed badly. She started looking old, so she did not recognize her. Madame Forestier did not recognize Madame Loisel, who was Matilda. She said that who is this old woman, or common, कौन है जो simple looking woman who is talking to me with so much familiarly. And she said, she stammered, उसने बोला लड़काते हुए, sorry, I don't know, you must be mistaken, आपको शायद गलती हो गई है. No, I am Matilda Loisel. She said, I am Matilda Loisel. Loisel हूँ मैं, Loisel हूँ. Did not you understand? Did not you recognize me? Her friend uttered a cry of astonishment. Astonishment means when you are सरप्राइज, चौंक जाते हो, आश्चर्य होता है. उसने बोला, यू आर मेटिल्डा, ओ माई पुअर मेटिल्डा, हाउ यू हैव चेंज. उसने बोला, ओ माई गॉड, ओ बेचारी मेटिल्डा, तुम कितनी बदल गई हो, कितनी चेंज हो गई हो. यस, आई हैव हैड सम हार्ड डेज सिंस आई सॉ यू एंड सम मिजरेबल वंस एंड ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ यू. तो शी सेड, यस, आई हैव बीन थ्रू अ वेरी हार्ड टाइम. जब से मैं तुमसे पिछली बार मिली थी, last time when I saw you. Since then I have had the hard days and miserable times because of you, all because of you. This because of me, how is that? Madam first year said because of me, how is that? How she thought that how am I responsible for her hard time? You recall the diamond necklace that you loaned me to wear to the minister's ball? Yes, very well. Well, I lost it. How is that? Since you returned it to me. Then she said that do you remind that diamond necklace which you gave it to me, for the minister's dinner? She said yes. Because of that, well, I lost it. Matilda said, well, मैंने उसे खो दिया था. But Madam Foster said, how? You have returned it to me. I returned another to you exactly like it, and it has taken us 10 years to pay for it. You can understand that it was not easy for us who have nothing, but it is finished and I am decently contented. Now Matilda said that I returned it the duplicate to you. Okay, exactly the one which was looking exactly like the necklace you gave it to me, and it has taken 10 years to pay for it. She told her everything. You can understand that it was not easy for us who have nothing. He said to Madam Foster that you can understand that for common people like us who have nothing, it was so difficult to repay that amount. But it is finished, that and I am decently content. She said ये ख़त्म हो चुका है और मैं satisfied हूँ. Content here means कि मैं संतुष्ट हूँ, मुझे संतोष है कि Madam Foster stopped short. She said, you say that you bought a diamond necklace to replace mine. Madam Foster ने कहा कि तुमने कहा कि you bought a diamond necklace to replace mine. Yes, you did not perceive it then. They were just alike. Then Matilda said, yes, you did not perceive means क्या तुम उस समय पहचान नहीं पाई थी, नोट नहीं कर पाई थी, that they were just alike. And she smiled with proud and simple joy. Ma'am Foster was, and Matilda smiled with proud and simple joy. She was feeling proud that she lost her necklace, but she returned it with just and with just another one which looked just alike, and she was feeling proud and simple. She was in joy, simple joy. Ma'am Foster was touched and took both her hands as she replied. Madam Forrester was touched by listening the story, and she took both of her hands, and as she replied, जैसा कि उन्होंने कहा, Oh my poor Matilda, oh मेरी भोली भाली बेचारी Matilda, my poor Matilda, mine were false, they were not worth over 500 francs. मेरे जो आभूषण थे, that set of necklace of diamonds and other jewels which I had, they were false. Mine were false, झूठे थे, नकली थे, and they were not worth over 500 francs, और वो 500 francs से ज़्यादा उनकी कीमत भी नहीं थी. This is what Madam Forrester said, and here the story ends, my dear students. So my dear student, let's discuss about the textbook question. This chapter is finished now. And the textbook question, there are 4 questions you will do the read and find out questions and their answers in the fair notebook, and then you will do it this think about it questions also in your fair notebook. The course of the Loisel's life changed due to the necklace comment. Of course their life was changed. The loss of necklace proved a major setback. It changed their life totally, completely. How? Because they had to repay the debt. They lost the necklace, they tried to find out but they couldn't, and they saw the same necklace in a jewelry shop, but the cost was 40,000 francs. The shopkeeper settled to give it to them on 36,000. Mr. Loisel had 18,000, rest money they borrowed it, 18,000. For a common man, petty clerk like him, it was a huge amount, frightful amount to repay it, and because they had to repay it, they sent away their maids. Miss Matilda, who was very proud of her beauty, she started working the household work which she never liked it. They sent away their maids, they left their lodgings and they rented room in the attics. She did each and every household work. It took 10 years for them to repay the loan, and she started looking old. Her hands become rough. She became hard woman. She started shouting, talking in a loud voice. This really affected. They had started looking old ever after, rough and tough, and lost her beauty, of which she was so proud. So yes, the incident of losing the necklace, it did change their life, Matilda and her husband's life. What was the cause of Matilda's ruin? How could she have avoided it? Matilda was a pretty young girl. She was born in the clerk's family. She was unhappy. The cause of her ruin was that she was not contented. She was not satisfied. Yes, she was very pretty, but she married to a petty clerk because she thought her being not satisfied with anything, that was the cause of her ruin of her life. How could she have avoided it? Because she wanted to look the most prettiest woman in the party. She forced her husband to buy the dress of 400 francs, and he bought it for her. Then she wanted to just rock the ball party, the dinner party, that's why, and she borrowed the necklace and she lost it. And because she lost it, they had to borrow the money to repay it, to replace it to Madame Forestier, and to repay that money they had to go through a very hard time and very rough time where she had to do all the work and her husband had to do the overtime in the evening to a merchant office, and at night doing a photocopy job for a sachet, for a one sachet per page. एक पैसा एक पेज के लिए मिलता था. 1000 पेज भी कर दो तो 1000 पैसे मिलेंगे. That means 10 rupees, 10 franc, right? So they went through. It took 10 years. Those 10 years were very hard, and those 10 years totally changed their life. How could she have avoided it? If she had been a satisfied, contented woman, contented girl, she wouldn't have done that mistake. She would have known her means, and she wouldn't have desired for the necklace. She would have gone in that party in a simple dress without the necklace or a garland, artificial garland. She did not do that. She wanted the life full of luxuries and delicacies. She wanted to rock the ball party, and that's why all these things happened. What would have happened to Matilda if she had confessed her friend that she had lost her necklace? If Matilda would have gone to Madame Forestier, who was her friend, and confessed it that she had lost her necklace, and honestly she would have told her that I have lost your necklace by mistake. I am ready to repay it. You just tell me the cost of it. I am really very sorry that I have lost it. In that case, Madame Forestier would have told her the actual price of the necklace, and that would have been very easy for them, both of them, Mr. and Loisel and Matilda, to repay it, because it was 500 francs. They wouldn't have, the life of their life would have been totally different and quite pleasing. They wouldn't, if she had told the truth, they wouldn't have to go through that 10 years of hardship. They would have been still looking young. She would have been still looking young, pretty and attractive, but she didn't tell. And if she had told, that would have been it, life would have been very different and pleasing one. If you were caught in a situation like this, how would you have dealt with it? See, it totally depends on the person, how a person would react on such conditions or such situations, because it is very easy to say that I would have gone and told my friend that I have lost your necklace, and then my friend would have said it's okay, no problem, that was a fake one. But at that situation, Matilda did not know that it was a fake one. If she had known that, she would have gone and told. But the perfect condition, perfect reaction would be, I would say that we must go and tell our friend that by mistake I have lost, I am really sorry, and I am apologizing to you. Please tell me from where can I get it, and please tell me the amount. If it is too costly, then I would take time, and if it is not, then I can get it back to you soon. And on that condition, maybe our friend would say it's okay, no need, because it was a fake one. And if it was a real one and costly one, he would have told, or she would have told, that you could return me in that period of time, or this much time you can take to return it. But we should have gone and told the truth. So my dear students, this chapter, The Necklace, which is written by Guy de Maupassant, is completed. We have discussed the summary, we have discussed the explanation. I have done the explanation of the chapter, I told you the summary, we have discussed the read and find out question answers and textbook question answers also. You have to do read and find out questions and their answers, and textbook questions and their answers in the fair notebook. That is it for today's class. Thank you.